Hey guys, and welcome. My name is NG Paradox. Welcome back to Qohor series, where last time we took over the deep forest from the man who controlled the city, and now we're going to try and make it into a feudal system. Now, this man over here, he controls house and the castle, but he's actually a merchant, so that's not good for me. We're going to have to give this title to someone else, apparently. Yeah, apparently with the Lordship of Deep Forest, but I don't want him to be a republic. I need to make him into feudal. Apparently he already has feudal lands. He already has some lands. Apparently he has no lands though, he just has the house. But apparently that means he stays as a merchant republic even though he has a castle. And he actually has a lot of men right now. Now it would make sense to give it to him, but that's going to be difficult. I might need to take the castle away from him as well. Have a quick look here. Ransom prisoner. I can't revoke his title, apparently. Not sure why I would not be able to revoke his title. Apparently I should just take that off as well. Huh. That doesn't make much sense to me. Okay, how about if we give it to someone... It's going to be always going to be a... I need to give it to someone who has a castle already. Maybe to, like, this guy. I give him the Lordship of Deep Forest, maybe. He's apparently a republic as well. He's the city. That's because that's a city. Why did I even think that would be the same? Okay. How about my brother? How about if I give it to my brother? He might be able to do with that as he can. Yeah, because he's a feudal. I think I could probably just give it to someone else. Yeah, I really just need to take it from this guy, actually. That's really the problem here. Because this guy's apparently a republic, that's actually going to make it difficult. Even though he does not have any cities at all. I need this castle. Usurp. Huh. How can I revoke it then? Must be your direct vassal. He is my direct... Oh no, he's directly under the Magister. Interesting, interesting. So he's not even directly under them. Huh. That is different. How about if I give it to my brother then? Deep Forest. Yeah. How about we do that then? He now has that land as well. He has a castle, which he can't really use. Hold is the wrong type. I don't know how we're going to fix that, actually. There's actually, I don't think, anything we can do about this. Educate my granddaughter, Taladoris. She's good at stewardship and learning, so let's get her good with numbers. Now, I'm sorry I can't actually afford to give you much of an education right now because of that last war. But yeah. Ooh, this might have been a bad idea, actually, in the end. Yeah, that might have been a bad idea in the end. I did think it would be good for us, but actually I think now it may have been the wrong decision after all. Okay, let's get good at some stewardship or learning. I guess her father could teach her, but her father's only good maybe because he has a dragon, possibly. Yeah, no one's really good at stewardship in our land, so I'll just go for Jaehaerys. It's her father, after all. She should learn from her father, maybe. I guess that makes sense in a way. But what to do about this title, then? I've given it to my brother, but that's not really useful. How are the... This. That's under me, but the other guy's not. That's really frustrating, the fact that the other guy's not actually under me. Not really sure why that is. Yeah, I can't give him tiles or anything. If he were to die, I'd just go to that guy. Yeah, there's no way we can actually get that back under us. There's not much I can do with that. Now, we have this Vargo, one of his family members, in my jail. Actually, it's his son. I will approve of that to get him to like us. I could ransom him for 14 gold. That doesn't seem like much, to be honest. I think I can get more than that. If I could turn him into a slave, hang, impale, poison, flay, publicly execute Vargo, send him to the smoky sea, sacrifice to the black goats. You can see there's a lot more options now, but I could enslave him. Sell into slavery, yeah, I like that one. We're going to do that. Do it. Yeah. Let's see if we can find someone to buy. He's a nobleman. Someone must be willing to buy him. And apparently no one wants to buy him. 115 gold. There you go, sir. Sold to the highest bidder. I probably should just kept this this city for now. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really make any difference, actually. Yeah, it's actually made no difference. He can't use those men. I can't use those men. It's really made no difference at all. I still have my independence faction. And apparently Tyrell wants to depose the queen. Not surprisingly, she did take that title away from his family. You're not ready yet. Oh, very well. Well, I am a family man. But I did just give that piece of land to my other brother. Oh, very well. I'm a family man. We're going to give it to him. And there we go. We now actually have more men as well. So that's actually been quite good for us. We need a new priest. We'll make it... Or Bello. You can be the new priest. Perfect. And still my spy master has not been able to get anywhere in his pursuits of getting them to join us in our faction, which is, again, very frustrating. It's not what you want at all. Apparently that girl died of an illness. One of the Baratheon girls. This girl wants to be spy master, apparently. You know what? Maybe I should make her the spy master. We do need a spy master after all. Okay. And there we go. The Tullys have lost once again. What will happen to them this time? And Duskendale now has an independence war because, again, they probably were helping them. Alan, the charming seahorse, is now also in rebellion with his dragon, actually. He could cause some problems. He has a strong dragon. And the Westerlands also has declared independence war. So a lot of problems going on there. She is not able to keep people down. And my daughter had another daughter, and here we go. This is what I wanted. Agile, perceptive. I told you the Targaryen Borns can also get stuff. That is look at that is great. Sadly though, yeah, she will not inherit. She's the 4th daughter in line. Not likely that she'll inherit. This guy's just called the Dothraki. His name is Rogo. I guess because someone else is called Rogo? Of the Dothraki. Why is he called Of the Dothraki? Kalasar of the Dothraki, apparently. Okay, that's fine then, I guess. He performs well during hunts. Okay, great. My hunting dog's doing a good job. Let's get back into the slave trade. I did have another slave, didn't I? I was trying to sell. A bodyguard we'll go for this time. Who's the best? This one's a skill fighter and a duelist. This one's a formidable fighter. Ooh, let's go for this one. 15 gold. Perfect. I bet we could get him for more. We could sell him for more. Sell the slave. Do it. We'll find someone. 40 gold. I think I can get more for him than 40 gold. He's a formidable fighter, 19 martial. Someone's going to want to buy him. Let's do it again. 75 gold. I feel I could get more. I think there's a good way to get more. I could breed them, I guess. Breed the slave. This one, perhaps. Yeah, we do have him and the girl. She looks hesitant, but you make a very persuasive case. Yes, master, she says. I'll do it. Splendid. Now, where's the other one? Okay. Qohor looks hesitant, but you make a very persuasive case. In the end, he agrees, and you have 2 slaves that begin producing you a 3rd. Excellent. So we've now got our slaves now making us a baby. Hopefully. I don't know how that works. I don't know if they just get a baby or something, but that's good then. Maybe we should keep those 2 slaves. Make little baby slaves. Maybe that'll be the good idea, yeah. And now it's gone to Rogo, apparently. Okay, so they are married, apparently. Okay, well, let's let them get some babies. Get them together, then we'll sell them. That's how a good businessman works, yes. Make it into a proper slave baby business. That is politics, okay. You're still one of the houses. I was Volantis, that's why, yes. Looking at the wrong one. Invite to the grand feast in Qohor. I do realise that I probably shouldn't have given that land to my brother, but there's not much I can do about it now. I just wanted to give it to a feudal person. Don't want it to be under someone in a republic. How's your son doing? Galeno Taladoris. He's been married off to a Borot. Ah, that's a good marriage. They are obviously the ruling dynasty right now. Hopefully not for long. 27%. Welcomed us warmly to the feast. We have 2,500 men. Why is that guy not getting anyone to join my faction? How is this possible? How is this damn possible, Illyrio? You like me a little bit. The wine flowed in Magister Orgello's feast, and whenever I emptied my cup, a servant refilled it. Ah, more wine, please. I'm a humble man. Yeah, so no more wine for me, please. He doesn't like it, but I think that's what my guy would say. He doesn't want to just keep accepting free wine. The feast is over, let's head home. So how are my 2 slaves? Let's check on our baby-making slaves. She's still not pregnant. Come on, she's 22. You can make babies. We need you guys to have a baby before you get too old. As soon as you get old enough, we're going to be selling you off. As soon as you get pregnant, sorry. Sunfire has died. One day it just fell asleep. A legend fades. It was maimed, apparently. But yeah, that's a sad day. Sunfire the golden dragon. That used to be the king's dragon. Okay, another one of the rebels. Reachman Independence War. And here you go. 23,000 men he has. Against the Queen's 47,000 of whoever is helping her. Now, she has a lot of wars going on, though. No one else is actually helping in that war, so it's just her versus them. Driftmark as well. And the Western Independence is the Stormlands of the North and the Vale in support of the Queen. It's really been these 3, really, that have just been in open revolt against the Queen. All the others seem to be fine. There's a liberate captive, apparently. Yeah. How's my wife? She's still in jail. I think we're just going to break this betrothal. I think we're just going to have to do it, because we're never going to get that marriage. And the fight happened. The Queen versus, I think, the Driftmark, yes. Cyrax and Melees met in fierce combat. The rider of Melees eventually prevailed, killing Cyrax. Oh my god. 7761. Melees, the Red Queen, is older and wounded. That would have been an epic fight. They're actually pretty even. So Melees, the Red Queen, was hurt. What about the rider? Yep, Lord Alan, the charming seahorse, was also wounded. But what happened to the Queen? The Queen was crippled. So in the fight, she was wounded and crippled and captured by the charming seahorse. What a dance that must have been. That will give him independence. That is pretty crazy, but not until the battle's over. And it looks as though he fought another dragon, which I'm not going to say the name of, which was Viserys Stone, her son. And looks like his dragon was killed and he was wounded and also captured. Wow, he is having a pretty good time over there. Driftmark is doing a pretty good job right now. And looks as though he released the Queen. The Baylor Valerian now rides a Dreamfire. Okay. Dreamfire is that is even older than the Red Queen. A faithful catch. Gains the trait Diligent. Okay. We've been training our dog. We've got a bit more diligent. Yep. Looks as though Driftmark is now independent. Not sure what he's going to do from here with Driftmark being independent. But he does have a dragon. Not many men though. Apparently this guy is a follower of the Roller religion. The Waxley. But this could hurt her. Did she lose many men? She did not lose many men, but she did lose her dragon. And she is crippled. It could be easier to capture her now for the other parties. And there we go. King Lionel the Young Tyrell. We could be seeing the Iron Throne falling apart. King Hugh of the Rock. That could make things much easier going in to conquer them. Our plan was to attack a strong Westeros once we form our own empire. But apparently by the time we get to that point, it looks like they'll be completely just gone. Which is kind of a shame. But still, no one's joining my faction. No one wants independence. All Liege loyalists. What is going on here? You still have your ally? Xander? Yes, he still has that damn alliance. I need that alliance to end. How's my daughter? How is she doing? My daughter's not pregnant again. Shortage of soldiers. Very good. We have apparently some raiders here. Raiders just keep coming up here. They just keep coming all the way up here. Getting kind of frustrating. How's this guy doing? Now, this guy's 2,600 men. The guy up north has 1,000 men to the wedding of Ezela Barot and Yin Quarit. Okay, we'll travel to the wedding, I guess. Again, just makes them like us a bit more and stuff. How are our slaves doing? I want to keep an eye on our slaves. You know, I'm kind of interested in our plan. She's still not pregnant. Okay, how about we buy another slave then? They'll be our, you know, our slaves there. You know, good fighter and a good lover there. We should buy another smaller slave. Advisor one. 18 stewardship. This one's kind of more good at intrigue. Let's go for this one. Okay, apparently we need a different one then. Charismatic 16 there, and a genius. Well, that looks like a good one then to buy. Yeah, I'm going to go for the first one. Apparently he's not for sale. New advisor. Now, we saw the... No, we didn't see this one. Let's go for the devious spy. Okay, another one then. A bed slave then. Let's go for the bed slaves. We've got an attractive one there, and we have over here and a perceptive one who's pregnant. Okay, let's go for this one then. Jesus, are you kidding me? We are not able to find any at all. This one. She looks a chocker snack. Look at that head. Oh my god. Someone want to buy that. 115 gold. Are you kidding me? She would take like a terrible bed slave. Okay. So we're still going through apparently. A wise scholar. 75 gold. No way. No way. There are no slaves to buy. Okay, we'll go off that for now. She now rides Vermithor into battle. Oh, wow, yes. The capable dragon, Vermithor the Bronze Fury. 117 years old. He would be a good one to have. I think he is the most powerful dragon. However, look how many dragons are left. There's not actually that many. There's only 5 dragon riders left in the world. And about 6 wild dragons. So quite a few wild dragons. But only 5 dragon riders left in the whole world. That is not that many anymore. I mean, 5 is still quite a lot compared to other scenarios, but still. Let's have fun at the wedding. Okay, apparently she's made a he-dragon. Zobraturgeon, apparently. Nothing special about him. Baby of the Red Queen Dragon. And now for the feast. Stormcloud was the brother. I was seated beside a person I'd never really talked to with before. We ended up together in a garden with a couple of bottles from Magister Ordello's well-stocked Dornish wine cellar. I think I'd made a new friend. Well, there we go. His own wife. Ooh. Okay. Apparently I became friends with the Magister as well. Well, isn't that good? Yes. Well, there we go. That is a good position to be in. We've made friends with the Magister and his wife. That's kind of what you want. I was hoping they'd become good friends. The feast is winding down. What a good wedding this has been. I need your wife to die or something. Invite us to the wedding. So, of his son and of my other brother's daughter. That means he'll inherit all those lands. That is not good. That is not good at all. I must say, you can't get any men from this. Just kind of make sure no one else uses that land to kind of rebel against us. I hate the fact that this is actually not under me. Kind of frustrating. I should have checked that before I did all that. Made quite a few mistakes so far in this series. Now I need to educate this little girl. She's good at diplomacy. Her father is pretty good at diplomacy. And again, Joss is better at learning. 10. Only a bit better, though. Maybe she should be educated by her father. Yeah, it is her father after all. He should educate her. The Direwolf. Rickon Stark is now known as the Direwolf. That is a pretty good name. That's a good name that you want. Welcomed us to the wedding, so we've now gone to a second wedding in a very short amount of time. Now for the feast. Buy slave while we're here. Just want to make more money. More money. Okay, she's not the best. Apparently they won't sell him. Bodyguard, let's go for bodyguard then. Edric, skilled fighter though, Craven. 150 gold. No way. That is ridiculous. Shifter. Find another one. Advisor. Okay, let's go for the genius again. Yeah, last time we wouldn't sell that one to us. Okay, we've had no luck, it looks like, on the slave front, apart from the 2 slaves that I have. Okay, travelers and merchants bring word that a sorcerer claiming to be the Yellow Emperor from a dynasty fallen for 1,000 years has launched an invasion of the Golden Empire of Yaitai. Apparently he's blind. Look at his eyes, that is crazy. But apparently he's coming to attack. He has 84,000 men, and he is attacking Yaitai. And this is not a good time. Looks like they're having their own civil war. My other granddaughter needs education. She's good at intrigue as well. Educate a court. We'll just go with a good tutor. Yeah, not too much. We need the money right now. Fine tradition. Yeah, he's already fighting a war against invasion of Qohor. Okay. So it looks like the Azure Emperor is invading Qohor. Calf, sorry. I don't know why I keep saying Qohor. Is invading Calf. That is pretty crazy in itself. He has 16,000 men. He might be in trouble here. Unless he can win that war quickly. But if he can, that is pretty crazy. I can't believe he's actually invading them. Is he really invading them? He is. Yeah, it is him. Huh. Never seen them do that. It would be cool to see Calf be taken over by someone else. That would be kind of interesting.